Today we're going to the Met to see the two Met Gala exhibits and sketch some statues. Also, I'm gonna be hanging out with one of my very best friends, Liah. We were roommates in college and she came all the way from DC to meet with me. So cute. Oh, you look so good, wow. Here she is. And we're making our way to the Met. We're right now coming from the west side and we have to go east. The only issue is we decided to go to the park. And honestly, that's sort of like a labyrinth. Every time I'm here, I get lost. I've been to Central Park, I don't know how many times in my life, and I still get lost. So, yeah.
Google map it.
Yes, we might have to Google map it. I'm not a local. Yay! Wow, that is so pretty. All right, we're back. Actually, we did get lost, but we ended up here. This is where the iconic, enchanted Central Park musical moment happens. And yes. It's Disney, you know, I'm a sucker for Disney. We basically had a little happy accident. Yeah, it's a happy accident. Yes, we had to stop for Lady Gaga. Now we're officially on our way and we will see you in the Met. And in case you were wondering, yes, I had to sit on the Met steps to have my Gossip Girl moment. Now we're ready to go in. Alright, and we're finally here. Here's our little map, because we need a plan. And since this thing is gigantic, there's no way we can do the whole museum in one day. So first we're gonna head to In America, a Lexicon of Fashion, and In America, an Anthology of Fashion, which are the two exhibitions from the last two Met Galas. And then we're gonna head to the European statues section, and we're gonna do some sketching, which I'm very excited for. And then we'll just walk around. There's a few things that I want to see. I want to see the modern and contemporary art section, and Liah wants to go to the Egyptian part and hopefully have a good time. In America, an Anthology of Fashion explores defining moments of American fashion between the 1800s and 1900s through a series of three-dimensional cinematic freeze frames, which are these rooms here, and each room is designed by a different famous filmmaker. To be completely honest with you, I find these to be a little bit underwhelming, even though I appreciate their historical value. These braids here were really fun though. However, this right here was the highlight of the day. Amazing. It is designed by Tom Ford and it is meant to represent the 1973 Battle of Versailles fashion show in France, where French designers were pitted against American designers and the American designers stole the show, cementing the US as a fashion powerhouse. Then we headed to In America, a Lexicon of Fashion. This one, when it came to fashion, was more fun in my opinion. Here they explore American fashion from the 1940s up until today, and they compare American fashion with a quilt made by patches from different cultures. Okay, so basically we just finished In America, a Lexicon of Fashion. We're gonna go sketch some statues right now. It's right in front of me, so I'm gonna switch the camera. Hold on. Look at all this, and people come here to actually sketch and sit down. You can see they have chairs here for us to sit. There's Liah still. Yeah, Liah's still here. But yeah, and then a lot of people actually come here to sit down and sketch, which I think it's a lovely thing to do. And if I live here, I would do more often. Huh. I am a little bit undecided on what statue to draw first, but let's start with this one right here. We're gonna keep it a little bit loose and gestural today. We're not aiming for perfection, we're not aiming for photorealism, and I will be using my classic blue cold erase pencil. Let's add another gesture on that same page, and now let's do this statue here. Yes, I definitely think this one's coming along a lot better, maybe because the pose is a bit more dynamic or now my hand is warmed up. And I will add some shading with the markers now to add some depth. A lot of times sketching in public can be a little bit overwhelming, but here it felt very relaxing. Maybe it was because there are more people here sketching, but either way, it's been a lovely experience. Why don't we add one last statue on the top of the page, and that way we create a nice composition. Alright, so I'm definitely a little bit out of shape today. It's not out of shape, do you say out of shape? But it's fine, I'm just gonna roll with the joke of this is what you order online, and then this is what you get. And yeah, today I am what you get. So, alright, let's just continue our little walk around the museum and then head out and call it a day. We ended up checking out the modern and contemporary art section, which had a lot of beautiful, colorful art. A lot of it very geometric, with a bold use of shapes, which I truly enjoy. I mean, just look at this. And then this room too. I cannot imagine how much work it would take to make something like this, but I am very glad I get to appreciate it. And our very last stop was the Temple of Dender, which you cannot miss if you visit the Met. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing a few more videos in New York, so stay tuned for those, and I will see you in the next one. That's what you say bye.